Hi, my name's Kevin and I'm going to be trying to review my vinyl record collection. Today I have the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack. Not big into anime, not a whole lot. The number of animes I've gone out on my own initiative to watch, I can probably count on one hand. A few others that friends have shown me, but Cowboy Bebop is one of them that I've consistently returned to watch and, well, listen to. Cowboy Bebop first debuted in 1998, got localized, and I received the whole series one Christmas morning when I was 14, I believe. And I watched it on a little DVD player with a screen that big, one of those portable DVD players that was popular back then before we could all afford, phones and personal televisions like that. It's good living as an adolescent. This particular release comes from Right Stuff Anime. This is not a sponsorship. The reason why I say this is because there were dozens of color variants that this was pressed under. And this one in particular was a gorgeous blue marble and orange marble. Yes, that's right. It is a 2 LP disc. And let's take a look at it. First thing you'll see, taking the sleeve out, is this very nice artwork. I really like this. A Spike standing on with the intro-like, I don't know how to describe this, with the noir newspaper-like substance. On the back we see a bit of a pin-up of Faye with the artist credits, the songs that we see, and so on and so forth. The opening scene, performed by the Seatbelts, is probably the obvious most iconic of this track. And of course I did just segue into what these discs look like, so let me just finagle this out. Shaky. And as I said, it is this very, very gorgeous blue and white and some black and then marbling. I am in love with the way this looks. This is such a unique color. I don't think I've got anything else in my collection that specifically looks like this. I don't think this was a splatter. It's marbling. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else like this. Disc 2 also features this very nice bit of artwork, and on the other side another decent artwork, and some credits for some of the creators and the main composer of the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack, Yoko Kanno. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. And then Shinichiro Watanabe, who created Cowboy Bebop, and as we said earlier, not as impressed with this orange kind of goldenrod color, but it is still such a unique color. I absolutely love it. Love it. Now, would I recommend getting this? Not necessarily unless you're in it for the sake of collecting. This album is something I would more recommend if you're curious about getting digitally than I would recommend getting it as a vinyl record. This is purely because I love the show and I want to support the creators who made this show. Again, I'm not big into anime, but I really like Cowboy Bebop, and I love the sound of Tank and Digging My Potato and all the jazzy, bluesy sounds it is. If you're not a fan of blues and jazz, I would more recommend just watching the show in general, because they are more appreciable in the context of the show than they are as a soundtrack alone. I would only recommend this if you are collecting vinyl and appreciate the soundtrack. Otherwise, get it digital or just watch the show yourself. One of the things I would discourage potential buyers from getting this soundtrack is that it's also missing a few songs. Most notably, the end credits theme, the Real Folk Blues, which has a Japanese and English dubbed version of that song. It is lacking from this whole album, as we can see, where it would likely be at the end of side D. No Real Folk Blues wherever we go through this. Not sure if that's a licensing issue. It could be. I do believe it's lacking from my digital copy of this soundtrack, but it is a bit of a disappointment that it's not, well, in the soundtrack, because the Real Folk Blues and Tank are definitely the two songs I would say that any Cowboy Bebop fan would immediately recognize. And to just give you a taste of the song, here I shall play the opening credits theme, Tank by the Seatbelt. Please enjoy.
I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.